Listen up, Houston Texans fans. This is a massive Schefter bomb coming your way right now. We are hearing reports that the architectural mastermind behind one of the league's most surprising and dominant defensive turnarounds might be on his absolute way out of the building. This is not just a standard rumor, it is a rapidly developing situation with massive implications for the future of the AFC South and the Texans championship window. Before we dive into the deep end of these coaching carousel developments, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. We are your #1 source for everything Houston football, and you do not want to miss a single update during this wild offseason. Also, I want to see where the H-Town faithful are checking in from today. Drop your city and state in the comments below because we want to know how far the Texans' swarm mentality reaches. Now, back to the breaking story. According to high-level sources and recent reports from SI.com, Houston Texans defensive coordinator Matt Burke is officially emerging as a top-tier candidate for the New York Giants head coaching position. The connection here is absolutely vital to understand. Burke has a long-standing and deep professional relationship with Giants general manager Joe Schoen. This isn't just about a resume, it's about a shared organizational vision. Burke has led this Houston defense to a top-tier ranking this past season, turning a unit that was once considered a liability into a feared and disciplined group under the guidance of DeMeco Ryans. The Giants are looking for that specific brand of leadership and tactical prowess. My sources indicate that an interview is expected to materialize very quickly, as the Giants look to stabilize their franchise after a tumultuous period. Losing a coordinator of this caliber in the middle of a window of contention is always a bit of a pill for a fan base that has seen so much growth. The buzz in league circles is that Burke's ability to communicate complex schemes and his tactical flexibility make him an ideal fit for what Joe Schoen is trying to build in East Rutherford. This is a fast-moving situation, and we will be monitoring the flight logs and the interview schedules very closely today.
Now, let's break down the insider analysis of what this actually means for the Houston Texans moving forward, because the implications are truly staggering for this roster. When you have a head coach like DeMeco Ryans, who is a defensive genius in his own right, you might initially think losing a coordinator isn't a death blow, but you have to look at staff continuity. Matt Burke has been the one in the weeds every single day, the one implementing the nuanced day-to-day adjustments that allowed young stars like Will Anderson Jr. and Derek Stingley Jr. to truly flourish and reach their potential. If he leaves for the New York Giants, Nick Caserio and DeMeco Ryans are suddenly faced with a massive void in their leadership structure. They would need to find someone who speaks the exact same defensive language, or they risk a major regression in a year where the Texans are widely expected to be legitimate Super Bowl contenders. It is also worth noting the landscape of the NFL right now. We see coaches like Ben Johnson taking over the Chicago Bears and shifting the entire power balance in the NFC North. The Giants are desperate to find their own version of that transformative success, and they see Matt Burke as the defensive equivalent of that coaching spark. From a cap perspective, coaching salaries do not hit the player limit, but the brain drain is a very real cost to a franchise. If Burke takes other key assistants with him, which often happens in these coaching jumps, the Texans could be looking at a total defensive staff overhaul. We have to look at the internal candidates. Does DeMeco have someone on the current staff ready to step up immediately, or do they go outside and look for a veteran name to keep the momentum going? This move could also heavily impact free agency. Elite players want to play for coaches they know, trust, and respect. If the architect of the league's top-ranked defense is gone, does that change the recruiting pitch to high-level defensive free agents this spring? This is the high-stakes chess match of the NFL offseason. Every action has a reaction. The Houston Texans have built something incredibly special, but the unfortunate cost of success is that other teams will always try to poach your best talent. We are looking at a pivotal moment for the franchise's identity.